Ball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. Anthony Rizzo is a man on a mission as he tries to bring his hitting streak to 20 games. Next. Kyle Hendricks will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
In now, number 21. And the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
And there's one away.
The third baseman, Alberto.
Striding into the box, Hanser Alberto. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Bases are empty, one man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Trey Mancini.
Stepping up to the plate, Trey Mancini. He comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's quickly 0-2. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day one of this hit streak, and it's continued.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. Only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Souza is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. John Means, Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
At the plate, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, this team needs to keep their focus. Short road trips have a tendency to sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you drop 2 or 3 games, and then you're back in your home ballpark. They have to find a way to go out there and execute all facets of the game and squeak a few of these wins out.
Popped him up. Mancini moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the third baseman, David Bodie.
Now at the plate, David Bodie, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
One strike.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He's really been dialed in at the plate lately, having hit safely in his last 19 games.
Yeah, Matty, he's got a chance to go for 20 right here. That's a huge hit streak, and he's done it in a variety of ways. Some damage mixed in with just some nice ABs.
Lifted down the line in left. But this will land foul just shy of the wall.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he fouls this one off. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Fouled away. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward is the switch hitting outfielder Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 home.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
At the plate, DJ Stewart. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll start this one at 274. A dozen home runs and 30 RBIs. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Stewart, a native Floridian. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time, as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He's coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Line drive, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Into the box, Andrew Velasquez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Velasquez is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
2 balls and a strike now. The set and the 2-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Well, he's behind in the count now, and he's probably going to have to turn to something hard and straight right here.
Sisco on second. Iglesias on at first with 2 down. And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. In the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Last half of the second set to go. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball inside.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Misses for the second ball. A runner at first with no outs here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Mancini over to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Sent on the ground out to second. And a base hit, the first of the game for the Cubs. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Steven Souza is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Skied into straightaway right. Stewart is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 8th, the second baseman, Jason
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Two down, runners at first and second. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The set and the 2-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Standing in, John Means. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Gets him out in front on a good changeup.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now the pitch, and he got him.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate now, number 21. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. And there are two away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Hunter Alberto.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Nope.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and next will be the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
The pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
Here comes the first pitch. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Baez will head for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the box now, David Bodie. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bullet back up the middle. Number 21 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now back, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 1-1, and he fouls this one off. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Here's the 2-2, and that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of the pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home, and there's a base hit on the line. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, what a battle there, D'Lo. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fouled away. Swung on and chopped to first. Throw in time and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. All set for the start of the fourth. And here comes the first baseman, Trey Mancini. The pitch. Popped him up. Bodie is under it. One away.
Now back. Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Santander, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. At the knees, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Not the best changeup there, an easy take. One and two.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Standing in now, DJ Stewart, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now batting, Wilson Contreras, 0-for-1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB, trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Now the 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. He's ready. Here's the first offering. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Almora has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. 3-0 now. Steven Souza will be next. Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Count remains full.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. lofted in the air out toward right center. Stewart is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in, Chance Sisco. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Chance Sisco.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Now here it comes. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
Iglesias, a former Detroit Tiger, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Andrew Velasquez. Line to the right side. Souza moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So here's the Orioles pitcher, John Means, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Now the 0-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Step on the bag for one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 1 and the Orioles nothing. The next Cub up, Jason Kipnis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Kipnis bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency 1 time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a 2nd time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
The 1-1 home. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out.
The batter, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks 2nd on the team in that category. So coming to the plate, David Bodie. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 2-1 pitch. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 2-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 21. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, the third baseman, Hunter Alberto.
In now for the O's, Hunter Alberto. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. All even now, 2-2. And the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
So stepping in, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Well, it'd be hard to argue that he's not the best hitter in the game right now. Aside from the hitting streak, he lays claim to the league's best batting average as well.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day one of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Ready with the 2-0. Slow little roller to third. He's got it, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 25,
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Souza going back. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. From the stretch.
1-0.
Two men are on with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, he's had a good game at the plate so far, 2 for 2, but I don't think you want to work around him if you're on the mound. Pitch him smart, but you certainly don't want to give him too much credit.
Outside, 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
3-1, here it is. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in, Jose Iglesias, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Low for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two out, bases loaded. Line drive to center field. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Jeremy Jeffress answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Stepping in now, Andrew Velasquez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1-2. Here it is. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Cubs 1. Number 29 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
The first baseman, Anthony.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Rizzo.
Fouled off. And right into the shift, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
One. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly, and there's 1 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Striding in, Kyle Schwarber. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Our score remains 2-1. Trevor McGill is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Chicago Cubs, number 30, Trevor McGill.
Number 12 is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Wilkerson.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Stepping in, number 21. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Pitch on the way. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And another foul ball. One out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Souza is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Hunter Alberto.
Coming to the plate now, Hunter Alberto. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still lead it 2-1. Miguel Castro will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Miguel Castro.
Ready once again, Albert Almora. His prior history versus this arm, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
Almora.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. The bouncer to the left side. And there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
Now at the plate, Steven Souza. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Up next to the plate, the second baseman.
To the plate now, Jason Kipnis.
That's a
A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. Two and one.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike three.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Jason Hayward will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Jason Hayward.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. 287 the average coming in. 7 homers and 25 driven in. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Casey Sadler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 73, Casey Sadler.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Trey Mancini. Here it comes. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. High hop, and he barehands it. Got him.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Santander. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 1-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Almora. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, number 24.
Into the box now, DJ Stewart. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Paul Fry is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51, Paul Fry.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Javier Baez. He singled his last time up.
Javier Baez.
First delivery to him on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home.
Count 2-1.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, David Bodie.
Standing in, David Bodie hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as it's grounded sharply to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 2-2. Now to the plate, Chance Sisco, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. The 1-2.
I have to count 2 and 2.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2 and 2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter on that one.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Almora's got it, and there is 1 away.
The batter, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Ready now for Baltimore, Jose Iglesias. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. After it is Souza. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Velasquez. Not much in the way of productivity. From him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball one. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
A ball and two strikes.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Lifted the other way out to left center. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game. To third now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Rowan Wick enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9. At the plate, number 21, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Still only one out in the inning. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Hanser Alberto. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Into the bleachers and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 11 for him on the season as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Boy, you've got to love seeing a team that's never satisfied. They were up, but they've extended the lead to an even more comfortable 4-run margin. Going to be tough to come back from this one.
Now batting, the first baseman, Trey.
So here's Trey Mancini. Lifted in the air to right field. Souza's after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Orioles are on top 6-2. Richard Blyer, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Richard Blyer.
Chris Davis is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Chris Davis.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Schwarber.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now the pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard toward the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Number 40, Wilson. John Barrett.
Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And he lays off for ball 1. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So here's Albert Almora next. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. This ball will be chopped foul. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Almora with an even count, 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Steven Souza would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The O's put up 4 runs in the 9th inning to carry them to the victory. Paul Fry claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
No errors. They left 7. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.